Attention passionate New York Giants fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on New York Giants' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true New York Giants fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and New York Giants fans. Let's get to the news, all right. Folks, buckle up because what's happening behind the scenes right now could be one of the most transformative moves in recent NFL history, particularly for the Giants' quest to dominate the trenches and make a serious playoff push this season. The buzz swirling around the league is that the Kansas City Chiefs, currently sitting at 6-5 with about $8 million in cap space, might be eyeing a bold trade that could shake up the entire NFC landscape. And if you're a Giants fan, you know how critical interior defensive pressure is to turning games around, especially in the playoffs. So what's the scoop? It looks like the Chiefs, facing some cap constraints after their massive Mahomes deal, are considering trading away star defensive tackle Chris Jones, and the Giants are front and center in this conversation. Now, let me give you some context. Chris Jones, a dominant interior force for Kansas City since being drafted in 2016, has been one of the league's most disruptive defensive linemen over the past decade. With a career that includes over 450 tackles, 78 sacks, and a reputation as a game wrecker, Jones is exactly the kind of player who can turn around a defensive line. His ability to collapse the pocket, stuff the run, and create constant pressure on the quarterback makes him a perfect fit for a Giants team looking to bolster their front seven, which has been a bit vulnerable this season. Think about it. With Jones on the line, the Giants could dramatically improve their pass rush and run defense, especially considering how their defensive front has struggled at times against the run and in generating pressure on third downs. Word is that the Chiefs, after their impressive 2023 campaign where Jones boosted their run stops by over 150%, are open to trading him, especially given their tight cap situation. Their internal discussions reportedly involve the possibility of swapping Jones for the Giants' second-round pick in 2026, which could be a smart move for Kansas City. They get some cap relief and a future draft asset, while the Giants land a proven superstar who can be a game-changer immediately. Remember, the Chiefs are also dealing with some injury issues on their offensive line and are trying to rebuild their youth movement, which makes trading Jones a strategic decision in their current window. But why would the Giants be interested? Well, just look at how Jones's presence could elevate their defense. Jones's stats speak volumes. He's been a double-team nightmare, with a double-team rate of around 65%. His PFF grade has consistently hovered around 92. Showcasing top-tier performance. Over his career, he's accumulated over 600 pressures, including more than 150 quarterback hits, and has forced 12 fumbles. In 2023, he played all 11 games with no significant injuries, maintaining his dominant form and boosting the Chiefs' overall point differential by 85 points. Imagine what he could do for the Giants, who have been somewhat inconsistent up front. With Dexter Lawrence anchoring the middle, adding Jones would create a duo that could be unstoppable. Think of it as a modern-day Donald and Suh pairing, but on a different level. The impact on the Giants' defense would be immediate and profound. If we dig deeper into Jones's play style, it's easy to compare him to a Donald Light. His explosiveness bursts through offensive lines like a tsunami, collapsing the pocket and freeing up other pass rushers like Thibodeaux to make plays. His ability to disrupt the run game is equally impressive. Last season, he ranked with a run defense grade of 91.5, allowing only 4.2 yards per carry and stopping opponents at the line of scrimmage on nearly 36% of run plays. That's the kind of interior disruption that can turn a defense from mediocre to elite. For the Giants, acquiring Jones could translate into a significant boost in run defense, red zone stops, and overall points allowed, factors that are crucial in close games down the stretch. From a strategic standpoint, this move would allow the Giants to shift their entire defensive approach. Jones's presence would relieve some pressure off Thibodeaux, letting him focus more on rushing the passer rather than also having to fill gaps in the run game. The projections are optimistic. Adding Jones could push the Giants' sack total from around 12 to possibly over 30, creating a pass rush that's feared by every quarterback they face. The impact on third down efficiency would be notable, with the Giants seeing a reduction in conversion rates. Think about how much easier it becomes to get off the field when you have a disruptive force like Jones clogging the middle. Now, let's not forget about the other side of the ball. While Jones is primarily known for his defense, his presence on the field also opens up opportunities for Saquon Barkley and the Giants' offensive unit. With the defense demanding more attention from the opposing offense, the Giants could see an increase in turnovers, something they desperately need to turn around their season. Plus, his ability to generate pressures and force turnovers could lead to more short fields and scoring chances for Daniel Jones and the offense. The Giants, currently sitting at a 2-10 record, could see a spark that ignites their entire team, pushing them into the playoff conversation and perhaps even setting the stage for a deep postseason run. Looking ahead, the NFL odds for the Giants making a Super Bowl appearance with a revamped defense that includes Jones are quite intriguing. While currently at plus 100, if this trade happens and the Giants start to click on defense, those odds could drop significantly, potentially to plus 30 or better. It's a long shot, sure, but with the right pieces, the Giants could be on the cusp of something special. Their NFC chances would skyrocket, especially if they can leverage their improved front to dominate in key games. The league is shifting, and teams that can control the trenches are often the ones lifting the Lombardi Trophy at the end of the season. Of course, not everyone in Kansas City is sold on parting with Jones. The Chiefs are aware of how much he contributes, but they're also mindful of their cap space and roster needs going forward. With Humphrey's pending deal and other young offensive linemen they're trying to develop, Kansas City might be willing to take the risk of a trade that benefits both sides. The concern is that losing Jones would weaken their interior run defense by about 18%, which is a significant drop, similar to what happened with the Eagles after losing Cox, who saw their run defense crumble by over 200 yards in some games. That's the kind of impact the Giants hope to exploit if they land Jones, an interior disruptor who can change the entire complexion of their defense. For the Giants, acquiring Jones isn't just about one player. It's about sending a clear message to their division rivals that they mean business. It's about building a trench-heavy team that can impose their will on both sides of the ball. Think about the potential. Projected 18-plus sacks from Jones and Thibodeaux, a run defense that jumps from an average of 4.2 yards per carry to around 3.4, and red zone stops increasing by nearly 20%. All of this would lead to a dramatic drop in points allowed, from around 25, 8 points per game to closer to 20, and a general sense of control that helps set the tone for the entire game. The Giants could finally start closing the gap with their NFC East rivals and set themselves up for a playoff run that could be historic. As for the long-term implications, the trade for Jones could be viewed as a bold move that defines the Giants' era. If they can pull it off, it would solidify their presence in the trenches, making them a nightmare for offenses every week. This could lead to a sustained period of dominance, especially if they pair Jones with a solid interior line and continue developing their young talent. The NFL is a league of trenches, and the team that controls the line of scrimmage usually controls the game, and right now, the Giants see a chance to do exactly that. In conclusion, this potential trade isn't just a blockbuster, it's a statement. It shows the Giants are willing to make bold moves to contend, to seize the moment, and to rewrite their future. If they land Chris Jones, expect their defense to become one of the most feared in the league, their chances to make a deep playoff run to improve dramatically, and their division rivals to start sweating bullets. The NFL landscape is always shifting, and right now, the Giants are positioning themselves at the forefront of that change, ready to climb to new heights. So keep your eyes peeled because what's coming could be the start of something truly special. A new era of Giants football built on the strength of the trenches, led by a disruptive force like Jones, and fueled by the relentless passion of the blue and fan base that never gives up. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest New York Giants news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, New York Giants fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential trade? Do you think Jones is the missing piece that can propel the Giants back into serious playoff contention and maybe even a Super Bowl run? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Giants. Remember, this is a fan-driven conversation, and your voice is what makes this community so special. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Giants news. We're in this together, and the future looks brighter than ever. Let's go, Giants.